Morning, friends. Let's read our Bible today, friends. In the book of the First Kings, chapter 15. Abeha, king of Judah. In the 18th year of the reign of Jeroboam, son of Nebat, Abeha became king of Judah. And he reigned in Jerusalem 3 years. His mother's name was Maacah, daughter of Abishalom. He committed all the sins his father had done before him. His heart was not fully devoted to the Lord his God, as the heart of David his forefather had been. Nevertheless, for David's sake, the Lord his God gave him a lamp in Jerusalem, by raising up a son to succeed him, and by making Jerusalem strong. For David had done what was right in the eyes of the Lord, and had not failed to keep any of the Lord's commands all the days of his life, except in the case of Uriah the Hittite. There was war between Rehoboam and Jeroboam throughout Abijah's lifetime. As for the other events of Abijah's reign, and all he did, are they not written in the book of the annals of the kings of Judah? There was a war between Abijah and Jeroboam, and Abijah rested with his fathers and was buried in the city of David. And Asa, his son, succeeded him as king. Asa, king of Judah. In the 20th year of Jeroboam, king of Israel, Asa became king of Judah, and he reigned in Jerusalem 41 years. His grandmother's name was Maacah, daughter of Abishalom. Asa did what was right in the eyes of the Lord, and his father David had done. He expelled the male shrine prostitutes from the land, and got rid of all the idols his fathers had made. He even disposed his grandmother Maacah from her position as queen mother, because she had made a repulsive Asherah pole. Asa cut the pole down and burned it in the Kidron valley, although he did not remove the high places. Asa's heart has fully committed to the Lord all his life. He brought into the temple of the Lord the silver and gold and the articles that he and his father had dedicated. There was war between Asa and Baasha, king of Israel, throughout their reigns. Baasha, king of Israel, went up against Judah and fortified Ramah to prevent anyone from leaving or entering the territory of Asa, king of Judah. Asa then took all the silver and gold that was left in the treasuries of the Lord's temple and of his own palace. He entrusted it to his officials and sent them to Ben-Hadad, son of Tabremon, the son of Hishon, the king of Aram, who was ruling in Damascus. Let there be a treaty between me and you, he said, as there was between my father and your father. See, I am sending you a gift of silver and gold. Now break your treaty with Baasha, king of Israel, so he will withdraw from me. Ben-Hadad agreed with King Asa and sent the commanders of his forces against the towns of Israel. He conquered Ijon, Dan, Abel, Beth, Maacah, and all Kinnereth, in addition to Naphtali. When Baasha heard this, he stopped building Ramah and withdrew to Tertia. Then King Asa issued an order to all Judah. No one was exempt, and they carried away from Ramah the stones and timber Baasha had been using there. With them King Asa built up Geba and Benjamin, and also Mizpah. As for all of the other events of Asa's reign, all his achievements and all he did, and the cities he built, are they not written in the book of the annals of the kings of Judah? In his old age, however, his feet became diseased. Then Asa rested with his fathers and was buried with them in the city of his father David. And Jehoshaphat his son succeeded him as king. Nadab, king of Israel. Nadab, son of Jeroboam, became king of Israel in the 2nd year of Asa, king of Judah. And he reigned over Israel 2 years. He did evil in the eyes of the Lord, walking in the ways of his father and his sin, which he had caused Israel to commit. Baasha, son of Ahijah, of the house of Issachar, plotted against him, and he struck him down at Gibbethon, a Philistine town, while Nadab and all Israel were besieging it. Baasha killed Nadab in the 3rd year of Asa, king of Judah, and succeeded him as king. As soon as he began to reign, he killed Jeroboam's whole family. He did not leave Jeroboam and anyone that breathed, but destroyed them all, according to the word of the Lord given through his servant Ahijah the Shilonite, because of the sins of Jeroboam had committed and had caused Israel to commit, and because he provoked the Lord, the God of Israel, to anger. As for the other events of Nadab's reign, all he did, are they not written in the book of the annals of the kings of Israel? There was war between Asa and Baasha, king of Israel, throughout the reigns. So here guys, it was the story of the 3 kings about Abijah, King Abijah, King Asa, and King Nadab. So King Abiha and King Nadab was did evil in the eyes of the Lord, and they have committed many sins and disobeyed the Lord's command. That's why they have little life given only by the Lord during their lifetime, and they died early, and also the Lord did not protect them and did not give them long life. And King Asa was a great king. He obeyed the Lord. He became a good king in Judah, and the Lord blessed him and given him a long life, and died in the very old age, because the Lord blessed him, because he loved the Lord and obeyed the Lord. So let us not follow the example of King Nadab and King Abiha, because they did evil in the sight of the Lord. Let us follow King Asa, because he was a good man, a good king, and had a long life. So for us guys, we need to really follow the example of King Asa. For us to have a long life, we need to really obey God, love the Lord in heaven, so that we will have a long life on earth, and also a blessed. We are blessed by the Lord. We will be protected by the Lord. So I hope that we will be a good person in this world, so that we will have a good life and a beautiful, and the Lord will bless us throughout of our lives, so that we will young in a very old age. So enjoy your journey with the Lord. Always remember to read your Bible every day and pray to the Lord, and eat all the food you have in the table, so that you will have a happy and not empty day every day. God bless and good morning.